Welcome to the City of Fredericksburg's COVID-19 Weekly Update. I'm Mike Jones, Fire Chief and Emergency Manager. Let's get right to the things that have changed since last week. As you know, last Friday, the CDC came out with new guidelines related to how they determine the communicability or the prevalence of COVID-19 in the communities. We still have the high, medium, and low monikers as far as what is going on in the community as far as the number of cases and things like that, but they're also tying that to different metrics. They're tying it to the number of people that are in the hospital, the number of people that are on ventilators, the amount of new cases in the community, and things like that. So what does that all mean to me related to COVID-19 and masking and all the other things? Well, basically it comes out and it talks mainly about masking guidelines. And that falls into the low, the medium, and the high range. In the high range, nothing has changed. If your locality, your county, or city is considered in the high range in the Commonwealth of Virginia, then masking guidelines have stayed the same as they've always been. And the fact that you're going to need to wear a mask in indoor places or in outdoor areas where you have large crowds of people and things like that. When you get to the moderate range, as long as you are fully vaccinated and boosted and you do not have any compromising of your health systems, such as respiratory, circulatory, things like that, where you're not immunocompromised, then you can go without a mask. That's what they're basically saying if you're in the medium range. And then if you're in the low range and you're vaccinated and you have the booster, then you shouldn't have to wear a mask for just about all people. So let's run through that one more time. If you're in the high range for your county or city, nothing has changed with the masking requirements. If you're in the medium range and you're not immunocompromised and you have both the vaccine and the booster, then you don't need to wear a mask. If you're immunocompromised, then please consult your physician for any type of masking requirements or when they recommend you wear a mask, things like that. And if you're in the low range and you have the vaccine and the booster, then you don't need to wear a mask at that point. Masking requirements are gone. So each locality in Virginia is being given a value at least once a week of whether they're in low, medium, or high. I believe the last one that I saw is 63 out of the 133 localities were still in the high range. The good news for the local areas in the Rappahannock Health District is the only one that is still in the high range is Caroline County. All the other jurisdictions in the Rappahannock Health District, City of Fredericksburg, King George County, Spotsylvania County, Stafford County are in the medium range. So that is good news. The percent positivity on the rolling 7-day average is 11.2%, so we continue to drop down, so that's a good number right there. And the total number of people hospitalized is 57, so we're staying about steady from week to week there with the number of COVID patients in the hospital. But the hospital is not overwhelmed at this point. If you do need emergency treatment for COVID or any other condition, whether it be difficulty breathing or chest pains or any other type of situation, maybe you have the flu or something that's really knocking you down, then you can feel free to go to any of the emergency departments, whether it be Mary Washington Healthcare, whether it be Stafford Hospital Center, Spotsylvania Regional Medical Center, or even the freestanding ER down at South Point. Any of those places you're available to go to. They're not overwhelmed at this point. The number of people in the hospital is steady. It's not really increasing at a great rate like it was 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think the next big thing we need to talk about is the Vaccination Center. If you haven't seen it so far, and we posted it on our website, as of March the 5th, the vaccination clinic that's at 1877 Carl D. Silver Parkway will close. The number of vaccinations have dropped over the last several weeks with the fact that COVID is starting to drop in our community and everything like that. And it's going to be replaced by a mobile clinic that is going to be available in the various jurisdictions. And there'll be schedules put out for that, and we'll put that up on our website when we get it. The other thing, that if you do need a vaccine and you can't find a place to go, if you're not going to go to your primary care physician or a pharmacy or an urgent care clinic, they are available from 8 to 4 p.m. on Tuesdays at the Fredericksburg Health Department, which is 608 Jackson Street in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So just Tuesdays only from 8 to 4 p.m. You can get that at the Fredericksburg Health Department, 608 Jackson Street. Right now, based on our statistics, nearly 72% of adults in the Rappahannock Area Health District have received at least one dose of the vaccine, and that's great. And we have nearly 65% of adults fully vaccinated. So those are good numbers right there. We'd like to see them a little bit better, but we are moving in the right direction. And we have nearly 72% of all Virginians have been fully vaccinated. So that means about 15.3 million doses have been given out since the start of the vaccinations back this time last year. So those things are all very good about that. We'll continue to provide you more information as we get it, but the big thing now is the masking requirements based off the transmission, low, medium, and high, and the fact that the vaccine clinic at 1877 Crawley Silver Parkway will be closed after this week. But there are other places that you can go still get vaccines. We'll talk again soon. Thank you.